Hello. Welcome back. Hope you had a good Christmas. You can see we got lots of presents under the tree. So today I'm going to give you a little tour of some of my builds in the Nether. All right, let's go. Okay, the first place that we're visiting here is a gold farm. And I have to be honest, I did not build the gold farm. Riari built the gold farm. And the reason I consider it as one of the builds on this tour is because I helped upgrade some of the things down below and added a little section to it. But I had to turn the sound off for this one because it uses mine carts as the killing device, and they are really, really noisy. But as you can see, tons and tons of pigmen, or zombified piglins, I should say, are running into this thing, and boy, you get a ton of experience from it. It's quite nice. All right, so heading down here, and oh wow, all of the chests here with the Christmas look. All right, down below, the collection system. Before, all of the swords were just going straight into the fire here, into the lava. They just drop down, and then there's just a simple little repeater that picks up the whenever there's something in the dropper, sends a signal around the loop, and actually it's a dispenser, I think, not a dropper, and sends it into the lava. So what I did was I set up all of these blast furnaces, and at the end of the item sorters, I have everything that isn't sorted, i.e. the swords, going into these blast furnaces. And now we have head drops on this server. There's a plug-in for heads. So I actually had to add an item sort for piglin heads because they were gumming up the works. So there's two sets of item sorters here because we've got so much stuff coming through. So then the problem was how do we fuel these furnaces for long AFK sessions? And the answer is with bamboo planks, and that's the main thing that I contributed to this build. Is I built a nice little, oh, this one is stuck. Get it going here. Okay, that should help. So yeah, this is bamboo farm. And then underneath, we've got some auto crafters here. On both sides, one of the auto crafters is crafting the bamboo into bamboo blocks, right? And then we have this one, which is crafting the bamboo blocks into bamboo planks. Right, so endless fuel for the smelters. The other thing that I helped contribute was upgrading the crafters down here. Although it was General Dragonfly who did the design for this one. Now it's basically the same design as the one that I have at the iron farm. And I got this design from a YouTuber, I forget which one. But General Dragonfly, he actually arrived at this design on his own, just through trial and error, because he's an engineer. And And then, of course, there's this one. This is the part that I helped with. Basically, the one that crafts the nuggets into ingots. I used the little trick here of putting two observers facing each other, which just is the smallest way to have constant repeating redstone signal. Since there's no other item that could be crafted with the nuggets, it'll just send signals until 9 nuggets get in there. And then that sends ingots down to here, and then that crafts it into the blocks. Lots of gold. All right, this next build is a froglight farm, and I'm here at the AFK spot. The froglight farm is down below, so let's fly down and have a look. There it is. Now, there's one problem with this froglight farm, and the problem is that the iron golems that are attacking the medium and large magma cubes, they really get beat up, and you pretty much have to come down here every so often and heal them, because you can see there's a lot of them and only one of these golems. So I have to come in here and heal him every now and then. And the big magma cubes, they can jump up and they can hit me and knock me down into the fray, which actually happened a number of times. I love frog lamps. They're a really useful block. Maybe my favorite lighting block in the game. Although I have to admit, I really like the copper bulbs. Those are real nice too. But yeah, I have to make sure I have lots of iron and some pumpkins, and keep some shears around there too. I also bring some extra totems just in case I get into trouble. This next build isn't really anything fancy, but it is quite useful. It's literally just a big giant room above the Nether roof in a soul sand valley, and its function is just a place for spawning ghasts. It's just my ghast hunting room. Alright, so let's go in and see if we can get some ghasts to spawn. Of course, lots of skeletons will spawn too. Oh, I hear one. There he is. So, it is pretty effective. The trick to fighting these ghasts is to sprint diagonally. Luckily, they're fireballs that don't travel very fast, so it's pretty easy to dodge them if you're going diagonally. And last but not least is my warped forest village. So this, kind of like the underground village that I made, it started because I was mining some ancient debris. And what's this portal doing here? That was not here before. Nor was this. Have I been griefed? Doesn't look like anything has been broken. Anyhow, what I was saying was that I started off building this because I was mining in a warped forest, and I started just clearing out the entire biome. And I thought, I want to build a village in the Nether. I brought some villagers in through the portal, and turns out that it is possible to make a village in the Nether. So this is the temple. I made a little piglin trading area. This is a pretty basic little thing here. I press the button and it starts dispensing gold. You have to fill the droppers here with gold, and they'll start dropping their stuff down into the hoppers. Couldn't figure out a way to get crops to grow here, so all the farmers here are growing nether wart. They don't actually harvest it. Do have some sheep here though. For the shepherd, that's the shepherd's house there. We've got our leather worker. And here's our little tavern with the smoker upstairs for the butcher. This is the library. And we have over here, I think, is cartographer. No, it's the Fletcher. This one is the cartographer over here. This is the blacksmith. We have a station for the armorer and a station for the weaponsmith. I don't think I ever made a station for the toolsmith, though. And speaking of, there's the weaponsmith right now. What's going on, you guys? So if you walk straight back here from the library, this is the last thing I built here, which is basically like a little Shabadoo altar. I thought that was pretty cute. Got the candles there. Alright, that's going to do it for the little tour of the Nether builds, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.